Or about chapter 3 says that Habakkuk's prayer, and it says this. A prayer of Habakkuk the prophet, according to, I'll try to say this right, Shigam Anath, I think is how you pronounce it. O Lord, I have heard the report of you, and your work, O Lord, I fear. In the midst of the years, revive it. Talking about Israel. In the midst of the years, make it known. In wrath, remember mercy. And God came from Teman, and the Holy One, Christ, from Mount Haran. His splendor covered the heavens, and the earth was full of his praise. His brightness was like the flight rays flashed from his hand, and there he revealed his power. Before him went pestilence, disease, and plague followed at his heels. God throws those things on the earth because of our sins. He allows disease, he allows famine, he allows war, he allows all this evil upon this earth is because of our sinfulness. This world's corrupt, so God's got to discipline the world. He's got to clean it up per se. He's got to get rid of all the corruption in the earth. It says before him went pestilence, which is disease, and plague followed at his heels. He stood and measured the earth. He looked and shook the nations. Then the eternal mountains were scattered. The everlasting hills sank low. His were the everlasting ways. I saw the tents of Cushan in affliction. The currents of the land of Midian did tremble. Was your wrath against the rivers, O Lord? Was your anger against the rivers, or your indignation against the sea? When you rode on your horses, on your chariot of salvation, you stripped the sheath from your bow, calling for many arrows. You split the earth with rivers. The mountains saw you in wreath. The raging waters swept on. The deep gave forth its voice. It lifted its hands on high. The sun and the moon stood still in their place at the light of your arrows as they sped. Let's see here. Lost my place. The sun and moon stood still in their place at the light of the arrows as they sped. At the flash of your glittering spear, you marched through the earth in fury. God's ticked, of course, because of sin. You threshed the mountains in anger. You went out for the salvation of your people, for the salvation of your anointed. You crushed the head of the house of the wicked, laying him bare from thigh to neck. God came after these people. He sent war upon them. He hunted these people down himself and killed a bunch of them because they wouldn't repent of their sins. You pierced with his own arrows the heads of his warriors, who came like a whirlwind to scatter me, rejoicing as if to devour the poor in secret. You trample the sea with your horses, the surging of mighty waters. I hear, my body trembles, my lips quiver at the sound. Rottenness enters into my bones, my legs tremble beneath me. Yet I will quietly wait for the day of trouble to come upon people who invade us. Habakkuk rejoices in the Lord. Through the fig tree should not blossom, nor fruit be on the vines. The produce of the olive fail, and the fields yield no food. The flock be cut off from the fold, and there will be no herd in the stalls. Yet I will rejoice in the Lord. I will take joy in the God of my salvation. God the Lord is my strength. He makes my feet like the deer's. He makes me tread on my high places. To the choir master with stringed instruments. That's chapter 3. That's it for Habakkuk. Not very long at all. It's 3 chapters. So chapter 3 talked about, of course, Habakkuk's prayer to God about getting Israel right with God. Habakkuk's praying about Israel's repentance, asking God to protect them and watch over them and help them get right with the Lord. And Habakkuk rejoices in the Lord when Israel gets right with God. Habakkuk rejoices. And he gives God praise for God helping Israel repent of their sins and getting their nation right, with God again. So it's pretty awesome stuff. That's Habakkuk, and I'll be back with Zephaniah here shortly.